heard about the Boardroom Masterclass through referrals. I think the partners, the sponsors did a good job in publicizing this.
I heard about it from a chat group that I'm a member of, where from an organization where I used to work, Shell.
I heard about it through JK Consult because Japheth used to be our board chairman, so I kind of follow what they're up to.
I actually received invitations through email and also got reminders on WhatsApp.
I heard about the Boardroom Masterclass from Mr. Japheth Kato, who is one of our faculty members. And I attended the one last year online.
For someone to be attracted to the Boardroom Masterclass, depends on what you're looking for, what your aspirations are, what your goals are, what you want to achieve. Personally, I was looking for developing my experience.
Pleasantly, I was surprised that they tackled my question without me asking it. I was interested to hear what people's views are on the family business and the idea of offering board services for the family business.
I think the sheer vast experience from the panelists was really incredibly impressive. And just listening to their experience alone just made the difference. They're talking from experience as opposed to the theory that we always read about.
What I loved most about it was the analogies. And they used the marriage analogy to make 2 points. So I think the first one was the job doesn't stop at recruitment. Sometimes we focus on recruitment, but retention is equally important. Just like in marriage, it's not about the wedding, it's actually the marriage. And then the other thing as well is sometimes it's not a marriage, because in marriage you say, till death do us part. But in recruitment, once you recruit somebody, you also need to start thinking about succession planning.
I think my biggest takeaway was just understanding the dynamics. So the theme of the session was really about how boards can assist with talent acquisition and retention. And for me, the most important thing that stood out was inclusion and diversity and being intentional about it.
I think the biggest takeaway is that there are so many common corporate governance pain points among C-suite professionals, directors of both the public and private sectors that we can't always talk about in a conference or a workshop.
Apart from the specific topic we discussed, I think many times we operate as boards and management teams in isolation. So it's good to hear insights like that in a very comfortable setting where people can exchange at that level. The one thing I would say is I think maybe 2 hours is too short. And maybe they need more space next time. But otherwise, I think everything else was fantastic.
It was very good to really put people at the center of all things and appreciate what the role of the board is in ensuring that an organization puts people at the center of its, its engagements, its activities, its existence.
You start an idea, you start a concept, and then it develops. So what we've seen, particularly today, is that there is great demand and appreciation of this service, of what we are offering. In fact, to the extent that people are saying, why don't we pay for it? Why don't you make it more, now that the environment allows physical interaction, why don't you have a wider physical audience so that there is an opportunity to network and to interact? So it is developing beyond the expectation of just giving people knowledge, but people are looking at using it as a networking opportunity, as they get to know each other community. It's amazing how many people were introducing themselves, that people we thought knew each other, but they did not know each other, and that they're sitting on different boards, they're CEOs of different organizations, they're CFOs, legal, fraternity, accountants, and so on and so forth. So we've got to think very, very carefully what the next steps are, but there's definitely a realization that this is needed, it is appreciated. We've been told the quality is very high. We've been told it's one of its kind. There's nothing like it in the market. And I think it's a good messaging.
The Boardroom Masterclass is going to be large. It's going to explode. Today on the call, we had 380 people at one point, calling in from Nigeria, from London, from Kenya, from Uganda, across the world. I see the Boardroom Masterclass going borderless. becoming large, crossing to Asia, to the Americas, North and South America, to Vietnam. It's going to be exciting, and we can't wait to see what we're going to do. Our purpose is really to impact as many boards as we can, and today we were fortunate and happy to have so many board chairpersons in the room, board members on the line, and this clearly shows the expertise that many people are bringing to the Boardroom Masterclass and the knowledge that many are hoping to take away.